As advertised, The Undertaker was on NXT this week. I absolutely love this. Confronting Trick Williams. Never, ever, ever did I think we'd see The Undertaker and the TNA World Champion in the ring at the same time, but it happened. And I love how when Undertaker got into the ring, the mind games were there from the get-go, brushing past Trick Williams, turning his back to Trick Williams. He told Trick that he's got it all. He's got everything, but the one thing he doesn't have is respect. Saying that this is not the same Trick Williams that was the NXT champion that is now the TNA champion. He threatened to make Trick Williams famous and Trick took the shot, but Undertaker was ready. A chokeslam to Trick Williams and a brilliant selling job by Trick. I don't care what this was, an LFG advertisement, getting eyes on Trick Williams, Undertaker coming out of retirement to win the TNA title. I don't care. I was just happy to see the dead man. He looked great, by the way. Perfect segment. This is things you might have missed from WWE's NXT. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Commentator Booker T was sent out on stage to hype up the audience for NXT tonight, just ahead of the first match. And yes, most of the time I don't think Booker T knew what he was talking about. In fact, he called Blake Monroe Monica Monroe. What a mistake! How do you call her Monica Monroe? Completely understandable if he called her, like, I don't know, Mariah Monroe. Hell, even Marilyn Monroe. But Monica Monroe. Oh boy. Never change, Booker T. Never change. The first match of the night was the 8-person tag match as the Culling took on Sol Ruca and Zarya and Hank and Tank. And for an opening match, this match was perfect. It was fun. It had the story behind it. It had a random Darkstate appearance. I did not see that coming. That would actually allow, when the lights came back on, for Tatum Paxley to pin Zarya. Tatum gets the win for the Culling. Now, most of you probably know I was dead set against Tatum joining the Culling, and I'll be honest, it's been a couple of weeks. They've won me round. I really like it. I'm going to assume that Darkstate's appearance wasn't to actually help the Culling, though. I feel like it's more to send a message to Hank and Tank, the NXT Tag Team Champions. Darkstate did say a couple of weeks ago that they want those belts, so that's what I think it was all about. Lots of people also noticing, though, Sol Ruca and Zarya arguing, pushing each other, fighting as Booker T walked past. Actually, I don't think this was them fighting. I think it was just them trying to hype each other up, genuinely. From the most beatable champion in NXT history to JC 2 belts, the new TNA Knockouts champion, Jacy Jayne, would come to the ring tonight to celebrate. It didn't take long until Lash Legend would interrupt, followed by Jaida Parker. And of course, you know they both want that shot at the NXT Women's Championship. Jacy tried to send a message, trying to get Fatal Influence to attack. They said no, Jacy would lead the attack, and Jaida and Lash would stand tall. Maybe more signs of problems within Fatal Influence. We have spoken about this recently, and it just seems to be amalgamating more and more. Tonight, Jacy saying that she won the TNA title without any help, as Jasmine Nix gave her dirty looks and stuff. Then Jasmine and Fallon refusing to lead the charge at Jace's command. Very interesting. Is Fatal Influence long for this world? I don't know. But it could definitely play a massive part in the story of the downfall of Jacy Jayne, so I'm interested in where it goes. A really nice tribute tonight from Vic Joseph, starting the show off by saying we are all on board the crazy train. Obviously a tribute to the late Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. WWE playing a video package tonight showing his time in WWE. The Hall of Famer, Ozzy Osbourne, died today at age 76. Ricky Saints will go one-on-one tonight with Jasper Troy, and we got to talk about it. The botch, something weird happened. Ricky Saints fell through the stage. Jasper Troy would then jump onto Ricky Saints. We're not actually sure if this was meant to happen. Obviously, Jasper was talking to the referee a lot before he did the jump. Was he meant to jump and the stage break? Maybe. Because obviously he did win this match by count out. So I assume that was what was meant to happen. But obviously what we saw was obviously Ricky already through the stage with the commentary team saying that the stage collapsed and made it part of the show. So I feel like they covered the botch very well. It's just a shame because that would have been a really cool moment to define Jasper Troy as a beast. Definitely not Monica. Blake Monroe would win her singles debut tonight against Ren Sinclair. I loved her entrance tonight, by the way. We'd find out early in the show that Jordynne Grace had been banned from the arena by Ava. Well, there was a social media video showing Jordynne Grace sneaking into the arena, actually in a crate, and then people would push her actually within. Well, she'd come out after the match, attacking Blake Monroe. Things wouldn't go to plan though, as Jordynne Grace would suffer a butterfly DDT onto a steel chair. Blake Monroe looks fierce on NXT. Michelle McCool was backstage tonight making some matches for Fatal Influence, as it looks like Jasmine Nix will take on Jaida Parker, while Fallon Henley will take on Lash Legend. A new custom championship for Ethan Page as he unveiled his new version of the North American title tonight. Obviously, you can see the strap. It is the Canadian flag from Ethan Page. Very reminiscent of what Lance Storm and Team Canada did, obviously, in WCW. Maybe they're going to go that route. Maybe they can give Ethan some kind of group. That's potentially going to happen. Tonight, though, he was interrupted by Santino Marella, the Director of Authority at TNA, would come out and basically challenge Ethan Page to a match next week. We even got to see the Cobra tonight from Santino. He didn't actually strike, though. Ethan, very quick to get out of dodge. But that match will happen next week. Could Santino win? They showed it on NXT tonight. Roman Reigns' social media post from earlier today as he opens up an invitation to Jey Uso to team with him at SummerSlam against the Bronze is what he called them. There definitely should be called the two Bronnies though. So there you go. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, looking likely for SummerSlam in a tag team match. Not exactly sure if Roman should have just posted this video or maybe just text Jey Uso. I mean, texting probably would have got an answer a lot quicker, right? But there you go. And do you know what? I'm actually excited of the fact they actually used this for NXT tonight, because it gives us a reason to talk about Roman Reigns more. That's cool. Once Bubba Ray Dudley was done hugging Ren Sinclair backstage tonight, he'd actually have a nice little idea. One more match between Charlie Dempsey and Tavion Heights for Tavion Heights' freedom from No Quarter Catch Crew. And finally, we found out what's been going on with Lexis King. He's been wearing these noise cancellation earphones, trying to prove that Myles Borne isn't actually deaf. Well, Myles Borne said, I am deaf. Everyone here, though, wishes you was mute. It's an interesting way to start a feud, I guess. Obafemi would retain the NXT World Championship in tonight's Triple Threat main event, pinning Josh Briggs. And after the match, we'd see Josh Briggs beating down Inamura. Their friendship blatantly gone at this point. Multiple times in this match, Inamura had the match won if it wasn't for Josh Briggs being in the match. Well, then we got it. The Undertaker with Javon Evans backstage just before NXT finished. And him saying to Javon, you still trying to work out what's going to be next? I say, go for the biggest dog in the yard. And of course, the screen was Obafemi. Obafemi, Javon Evans at Heatwave, maybe? Really cool way as well to give Javon the direction by The Undertaker. Very fun NXT tonight. Lots of wild stuff happening. For me, a very solid 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications, you'll never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video. See you soon. Peace!